All right, everybody. This will be my last video for the day. I've done 2 more today. Get back to the drawing board, do my edits and everything. Got a little spider web on me. All right, so I'm here to tell y'all some of my workout secrets. Yes, some of my secrets, and they're not all just things that I just came up out of pure genius. I learned them either through experience or through guys like, Cali Muscle, guys like that who want people, and guys who motivate me and inspire me. And shout out these guys on the move. Shout out Elliot Hulse, all you guys out there who really pushing people to be the best they could ever be and take no shit and keep moving forward no matter what. So shout out to y'all. Once again, I'm Keith. This is Tea Time. All right, so one of the things that I stick to, and that is I don't count my reps, y'all. We don't count reps. We go to failure. You know what I'm saying? And that kind of was just something that clicked with me mentally, but it was kind of enforced by watching somebody else and seeing how it benefited them. But we don't count the reps. You counting, you're limiting yourself because you might be able to do 8 more or 5 more. We're not going for strain and injury. We are going for pushing the threshold. We are going for practicality, not just, I want to look good, but that next one might be the one to save my life. That next time I lift something might save a child. That next, that last rep might, things like that. It's practicality. It's not just, looking good and, being all Hollywood and everything. But like I said, I don't count these reps out, y'all. We go to failure. We go all the way incomplete. We're not in a rush. You know what I mean? And that's what some of those pre-workouts with those stimulants do. They did it, you know what I'm saying? I've been through it, They had you in there doing this. Ha, 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 ha. Okay, yeah, that's a workout. It's cardio, you know what I mean? And, you working your muscle, but you're not pulling that muscle and getting that full benefit, that full, you know what I mean? That oomph. Those push-ups, when you're getting that, slow it down. That's my second tip. Slow them down sometimes. Most of the time. Slow it down. Push-ups are like this. I'm pushing it through. Come on down. Come on with that bottom of that hand. You know what I'm saying? With all this right here, letting the fingers kind of just be guided. You know what I mean? Slow all the way through. Slow. Push it through. You know what I mean? That you're working all of that. You know what I mean? Same with them lifts. You know what I mean? I got it right there. Let me use this vape. You know what I mean? I'm coming through. I'm going through. You know what I mean? Slow it down, and don't really worry about counting reps unless, counting is actually a good way to gauge progress. But to be honest with you, if you really want to just get over that hump of just, okay, this is going to hurt for a week or two for my body really get used to it and all that good stuff, I don't count them. Why count them when, you're not counting them in real life situations. You're not counting anything. You know what I mean? And we're trying to be our best selves just in case. You never know. Or just to, just to do it. But like I said, slow it down, grind it through. Slow it down, grind it through. If you can't do it slow all the way through, whatever you're doing is too strenuous for your body at the moment. For that particular muscle group, it's too strenuous. If you can't do whatever it is all the way through, you know what I mean? Even when it's starting to get tight, if you can't go all the way through, drop 5 pounds off of that weight or change the location of your hands on your push-ups. You know what I'm saying? Slow it down. It's muscle. We're working at the muscle. It's not necessarily a cardio thing. Cardio benefit, yes, but it's not a muscle. I mean, it's not a cardio workout. It's a muscle workout. You know what I mean? So slow it down, and don't worry about counting everything. Don't be so meticulous. It's an experience. It's not a, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's a science, but it's an experience. It's the muscle. It's the muscle building experience. It's not the muscle building, numerical system. It's the muscle building experience. So we are trying to build our muscle, you know what I'm saying? Slow through complete. You know what I mean? Slow and complete. And if you watch the people around you in the gym, or if you're working out in a group and you watch the people around you, you'll see people doing shit way too fast. They're going way too fast, or they're not using things properly, blah, blah. You tune that out. Tune it out. Unless you're in an unfamiliar surrounding or something like that. If you're in a controlled environment, which you should be, because it's somewhat, there's some vulnerability involved with working out and things like that, So being a controlled environment. But when you're in that environment, pay attention to your body and how your body is responding. The most important thing is to pay attention to your body. Your body speaks a language. Your body is going to tell you, okay, we're getting to that point, And when you start getting there, And you might think, man, I got nothing left in the tank. You're at 40%, baby. You're not even halfway there yet. You just have to think about it a different way. That's 40% because your body and your brain are telling you this is uncomfortable. I want to stop. And you have to use your outlook, your positive outlook and mentality and your realistic thinking to say, you know what? This isn't injury. This is not injury. This is not an injury signal that I'm getting from my body. This is slight fatigue, which is normal. You know what I mean? That lactic acid hadn't even really started burning you yet. You know what I mean? You got a lot more in the tank, y'all. And that's what we about here at T-Fit, letting you know that you're capable of so much more, a lot more. You are and I am, especially physically. You know what I mean? But it takes mental strength, y'all, to get through to this. You know what I mean? Those big guys who aren't on steroids, those guys are mentally tough, not just physically, but they're mentally tough because they pushed past and kept pushing. So they got a lot of respect for me because I'm not a huge jacked up guy. I'm athletic, but I'm not a huge jacked up guy. So, you know what I'm saying? Those are my secrets right there. You know what I mean? I push my shit. You know what I'm saying? I keep it somewhat slow, a slow pace all the way through. I'm not counting too much. You know, you can count if that's part of your system. I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying one of my secrets / tips is to not be so worried about the counts. You know what I mean? Push-ups, yeah, count your push-ups sometimes. You know, that's cool. Count them and see if you can beat a number. But when you're just like in your training mode, stop counting them. Go to, you know what I'm saying? Go to failure, hit that water, work another muscle group. You know what I mean? Or stretch or something. But let's eliminate the stigmas, you know what I mean? That we have to keep counting everything. We have to go extra fast and blah, blah, blah. Go fast on your cardio, you know what I mean? But when you're building muscle and you're trying to get your muscles and your frame and everything right, go slow so you can pay attention to your body and reduce the risk for injury because you don't want to get hurt trying to get strong. That doesn't, you know, that's bad for the ego, man. That'll mess you up, man. You know, trust me, it'll mess you up, y'all. So don't worry so much about counting. Go till failure. If I'm doing my push-ups and I can't get past here and push my shit straight up, that's failure. You know what I mean? But as you go, you'll realize your failure point becomes less and less miserable. It becomes more of a, I might be able to do this, you know? Grind that joint out. If you grind it, you're gonna work these. You're gonna work all these muscles. You're gonna, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna start seeing those muscles, you know, they're gonna start stretching, growing, and pulling from that protein that you're taking, pulling from the protein and nutrients that you're eating, pulling from the water, pulling from even the oxygen that you're breathing, people. You know what I'm saying? Push them slow. Get them done, man. Grind them out. This is not a race. The gym is not a race. It is not a speed contest. It is not a speedy endeavor. It's time. You're building, you're constructing, and you're tuning a machine, my friends. You are tuning a machine. And to tune a machine, you don't see guys crank it. You see this. When somebody's working on the car and they're up under the car, they're cranking. Slow work. I'm tuning this machine. Slow work. Remove the bolt. Slow work. You know what I'm saying? So be patient with yourself. Be realistic, y'all. It might hurt a little bit. It's gonna be uncomfortable, especially in those first few weeks if you haven't been active in a while, which I haven't been active for about a week or two, up until about 2 or 3 days ago. And you know, I had to get back in it just so that I can get in these videos and not be, you know, a couch potato trying to tell you how to get in shape, which is, I'm far from such. So I'm in it with y'all. I'm in it with you. If you look stupid, I look stupid. We're a team, y'all. It's T-Fit. I'm Keith. And I hope these tips helped y'all. If I ran it, that's your problem. You know what I'm saying? But I hope you subscribe nonetheless because, like I said, I love this shit and I could talk about it all day. But I'm going to let y'all get back to it. And any questions or anything, leave those comments below. Please subscribe if you haven't because they're only going to get better. The quality is only going to get better. We're only going to get better. That's the whole goal. It's T-Fit, baby.